Hello, folks, and welcome to the Fall of Avalon demo. Well, Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. Sure, say yes. Verifying the integrity of files. Exhilarating. I like it. The first time I opened it, I didn't think there was going to be this to it. I really like the music. Based on your hardware information, graphics preset was changed to medium. Ugh. New game. Camelot, spelled with a K for some reason, has long lost its glory and splendor. Now the capital stands a symbol of impending collapse.
The all-consuming Red Death. 600 years ago, King Arthur led the Great Escape from the homelands, where our kingdoms were ravaged by the plague. Leading people to Avalon, he started the Age of Conquest and took the island from the Four Dwellers. Using the mysterious powers of Menhirs, together with Merlin, they cleansed the land of the weirdness, a primordial force of chaos and possibility. But now, long after the death of the king, Camelot is in shambles as Avalon fractures into chaos. Old legends are gone, and the weirdness is creeping back into our lands. The bleeding heart of the plague has started beating once more, and the Red Death has returned. Rulers of the island asylum, an order of the Red Priests, are desperate to stop it by any means necessary. Rotting in one of their cells is a stranger who might bring a spark of change to this cursed island stuck in everlasting autumn.
I've played too much Dark Souls as I'm get Asylum. Chaos, and he's kneeling at a bonfire. Let's see. Yes, normal. You know, I'm actually happy enough with this. Could go with this.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Yes, it's me again. And I hope this time you'll cooperate without me needing to repeatedly hit you in the face, eh?
Of course, it moves slowly, it feels.
Look, we just have to get this over and done with. Unless you want a visit from someone upstairs. And trust me, you don't. Just like before, no food until we're done here. And the moment you start getting on my nerves, we're going back to my tried and tested fists. So, tell me, what were you doing in the forest when the Red Shields caught you?
Ooh, this is how you determine your character. I was on my way to enlist in the army. I was hunting. I was found city guard trying to sell some goods. I was taking an ancient site of worship. So, this one, playstyle bonus 1. Oh, okay. One-handed plus 3, two-handed plus 3, blocking plus 3, heavy armor plus 3, athletics. Extends the parry window. Ooh, that's nice. Agility, slightly increased jump height. Increases quality of crafted potions. Slightly increases damage and reduces mana of spellcasting. Light armor one-handed. I was on my way to enlist in the army.
Army, huh? If I were in charge, I wouldn't even consider letting you join the ranks. I'd rather feed you to the dogs. Less waste. And you were planning to enlist with...
Ooh, could go healers. Blood transfusion. Burning ember. That's a healing. I saw a bit of. Oh, what's his face? I can't remember the guy's name. I saw a bit of his video. Splattercat. Blood transfusion was a draining spell, as far as I remember. White armor plus 3. Magic plus 3. Alchemy plus 6. Blood transfusion. Infantry. One-handed plus 6. Blocking plus 3. Heavy armor plus 3. Archers. Battle mages. No, I'm kind of viewing paladin kind of thing right now. As near as you can probably get. Warrior with some sustain. Healers.
So that's why I keep punching you, yet you look suspiciously healthy. We'll
Kind of
make more
inverted.
of a challenge for you soon enough. Okay, that was easier than I expected. Now, unfortunately, we'll have to start...
I didn't get the rest of my bonuses.
I've always found it puzzling that these people won't bathe. You, I understand. You're literally rotting in this damned cell. But them? There's just no excuse for the stench. There they are. Finally. I know. You've a million questions. But they'll have to wait. One of these keys will open your cell. When you get out, head left. I'll scout ahead.
Just, you know, watch out for boulders, that you don't get injured. Yeah? Ooh, I look messed up. Bit of lagging catching here. PC should be fine, so I'm not sure what the issue is. suppose my stuff is getting a bit old, but still. Shouldn't be that bad, you know? Yeah, I really need to up the mouse sensitivity. Use 6 cores as I have only 6 cores currently available. Okay, just gonna have to get used to the look speed. Because there's no way to change it. Kind of a flashbang. Fucking bright. I'm in a dark room. Beautiful Liana in the Chamber of Ecstasy. Sir Osbert could not wait any longer. He shut the door behind him and jammed the latch home. In a few determined strides he approached Liana, capturing her lithe waist in a strong embrace. Panting heavily with desire, he lifted her as if she weighed nothing, and threw her on the bed. He set about conquering her lips, her neck, and cleavage with hungry kisses. Liana arched off the bed and moaned wantonly, which only spurred him on further. So Osbert tangled the fingers of his right hand in Liana's golden locks, and with his left loosened the lacings of her bodice. After he finally managed to unlace it, his eyes were met with the arousing sight of Liana's voluptuous body. He took her love apples into his hands, feeling them rise and fall with her quickening breath. He caressed them for a while, but soon found his hand starting to wander down her body, to lift her skirt and petticoat. Liana's lips tasted like the sweetest cherries. Sir Osbert couldn't help but cling to them as his fingers slipped between the alabaster columns of her legs. Liana's knees spread invitingly and without hesitation, almost as if they had a mind of their own. Sir Osbert pushed down his pants and took out the weapon of a man uses to lay love siege. He aimed his enormous battering ram at the opening of her gates and began the attack. Moving on. Use random ingredients. Best combination for random ingredients. What will I make? Undercooked food. Cooked meat. Cooking for the Resistant Part 1. Simple recipes from simple ingredients. Alder, Milred, Auntie, fry seal. Not everyone has refined taste buds, and that's perfectly fine. I'm Auntie Milreed, here with simple recipes for those who prefer straightforward flavors. For modest hunger, there's Beggar's Fare, staple for folk like you. Just boil groats and oats in bubbling water. Yes, it must bubble. Another option is mashed potatoes. Peel them thinly if you're handy with a knife, or skip peeling altogether. Boil for about 20 minutes, drain, please don't drink the water, and mash with a touch of milk. But not too much. You want creamy, not watery. Simple, satisfying, and shame-free. No. Orc? Seven Commandments. 1. First came the prophet, then came the word. The word is sacred. The Pope. 2. The Pope, his cardinals, and his priests received the word. The word is the way. 3. We're all brothers and sisters starving for the word. Word is sustenance. 4. Together in holy suffering we walk the pilgrim's path. The word is our strength. 5. We repent by facing the trial of the plague. The word is our cure. 6. The priest clad in red guide us towards grace. The word is salvation. 7. There are no other sanctities, only the prophet's word and the will of the Red Church. Do not doubt your fate, and you'll be rewarded. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this, like, turning issue. Feels like the game was very much built for a controller. So playing keyboard and mouse is a bad idea. You're sick and will die soon. There's no cure for Red Death. Oh. Fantastic. Kuren, age unknown, male, Kings Road. Red Death Stage 2. Severe skin lesions, notably visible in the face and hands. Further screening tests required. Strict protective measures must be enforced. They aren't. Brother Admus will fix this hole in about a week. Please leave it be till then. Eaton, 6th, male, Connacht. It looks a little wrong spelling-wise, but yeah, it's close enough to Connacht. Red Death Stage 4. Though the body remains in relatively good condition despite the fourth stage of the plague, the patient's mind is a shambles. Seems the mind is the first to die. We need to observe what happens next. He's gone. Okay, there is a weight capacity. Treatment records 1. The patient is mentally stable, though physical symptoms of Red Death persist. I've started applying small doses of black henbane to his skin and asked him to keep a dream journal. 2. Progress is strong, but he panics easily. I'll introduce a mild calming agent to help him relax and open his mind without fear. 3. The patient's mental state is worse than expected. Upon waking, he either becomes briefly catatonic or crawls up muttering. 4. The patient is now fully catatonic, unresponsive, unmoving, not eating. That seems the only mercy left. I'll conduct an autopsy, seek possible brain changes. There must be something to learn here. Ramblings of a weary mind. 1. The dark nights here are endless. Everything breathes and calls crisply. Red Monk came and put fire in my chest, but I knew it was a good thing. 2. The first and only king visited me the night before. Arthur wept and then reached to me with his hands. Not 2, but 4. Never closer to King's grace. Then he disappeared. The bleeding heart of the plague beats in frantic despair. 1, 2, 1, 2. I hear its rhythm from behind the wall. I know it, I feel it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Organic machinery that created this place and these people. Put your ears to the walls and listen. 1, 2, 1, 2. Listen. Nianen, 28, male. Horns of the South, Keeper. Red Death Stage 4, inflammation of various organs. Maintain strict isolation protocols to prevent spread of infection. Notify Captain Brenadine. If procedure fails and subject dies, patients being transferred from his room to laboratory for further examination. Please ensure the area remains undisturbed during the relocation process. Just random heart on the ground. I'd be able to sell these. To anyone who finds this note, you need to run. Before they start your treatment, it makes you realize you need to know your own legs off. I promise that you're not sick, and even if you are, they will not cure you. Save yourself as I did. Stole a small glass jar when they weren't looking, broken tiny shards and swallowed them all. Soon I will be free. Tunnel's scheduled to be filled and secured. Stay clear of tampering with it. Same lockpicking as in a lot of games.
You will burn.
Thought I equipped these. There we go.
The Prophet wants you dead. Your fate is sealed.
I do like that I'm actively just stripping my enemies. Would be nice if they actually, say, benefited from the stats of their gear, say if they had enchanted armor on. I don't think it's my rig. I've played plenty of things and been fine. I think it's the game. There's some performance issues with this. Okay, I'm not sure what's up with that skull. Helg, 73, male, Burrow. Red Death Stage 1. The fevers brought on by the Red Death have left a lasting mark on the patient's mind. He's plagued by numerous visions. Mood changes occur from emotional indifference to religious and ecstatic rapture, leading to foretelling doom. Observe.
Drip, drip, drip. Do you hear it? Soon the king will return. I told the priests. They laughed. But they'll soon see for themselves. Drip, drip, drip. The storm is gathering.
What are you going on? What are you talking about?
At last, the age of resurrections shall end. And then, the once and future king will return. I cannot wait to behold his radiance, drip after drip. With each drop, it gets closer and closer.
You're free, go.
None of us are free. We are all bound, all bound. And to go? No. I don't want to. I found my place to await the king. You can go if you want.
But you won't get far. We're all bound. All bound.
You know,
Trip.
he's been one of the nicer crazy guys I've had the pleasure of talking to. He just talked ominously at me. Lisa, 20, female, Little Grove. Stage 3, plague progression has stopped. Prolonged exposure to concentrated weirdness. The patient's body has undergone severe alterations. Mutations, however, may have halted the progression of disease. Hope for observation after 4 weeks proceed with utilization. Seems fun.
Do you see what a miracle I am? Healed. Healed. I am no longer sick.
What happened to you?
The depths, filled with the weirdness. Oh, and a chamber. It was rather dreadful, I must admit. They left me here for some time. I can't quite remember. I felt everything within me turn inside out, then settle back into place once more. I thought I was dying, but now all is well. The worst is behind me.
Still seem rough as hell, ass.
You don't need to help me. The Red Priests already did. They cured me. Thanks to them, I feel just fine now. I hope the same fate awaits you and you'll no longer suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Have a nice day, kind sir.
Mine. Bastards. Impressive. Oh, letter. My dear Arfir. I have finally arrived at the island asylum and have received my preliminary medical examination. Father Vaughan said that my symptoms point to the very early stages of Red Death, very well to come from my own will. He promised to do everything in his power to help me and to make sure our son, I write son, because feel true to that with each heartbeat, Efnir, is born healthily. I know you had doubts about me coming here, but I really am of good cheer. I'll keep you up to date on my progress. Hope to see you soon. I miss you. I love you and miss you very much. Forever yours, Catherine. I'm thinking of the name Avalon. How do you like it? If there's gonna be a lot of Welsh names in this, I have no idea how to say it. I'm Irish, and honestly, I barely even speak Irish. I know a few bits, and that's it. So, Welsh, new. Not really seeing any value to being in here. You find, my good sir? I think he's good. Let me have a look at these display options. Here, dynamic resolution's messing with things. Okay, I think that actually even sped up the mouse control. But take hits if you want to level your armor up. Brother Brosius' body's been prepared for his funeral, which takes place in 1 week. Please wait the arrival of the Red Shields to handle any remaining dangers. Do not enter, do not touch. Subject 17. I drilled a burr hole in the left temporal bone, revealing a skull filled with thick, coagulated blood. After draining using Morgane's cut, I saw through the cerebral falx, severed nerves in the brainstem that removed the brain. Its abnormal shape suggests internal swelling. Incisions were made in the venous sinuses, and the base of the skull was left intact. Behind the brain was placed in alcohol and cider oil for further study. Cedar oil. Given how much gear I'm getting, I'm probably not going to be able to get much from selling them. But it is what it is. Skull, Drowner's tongue, monster blood. We be Witcher now. Notes on weirdness mutations. 1. The mutational changes are not significant, although they span the internal organs. The heart enlarged the size of 2 adult fists, enlarged pulmonary function, etc. Among the contents of the stomach are remains of undigested human flesh, most probably belonging to the deceased, visible bite marks on his arms. Mutation area, overall, an amalgamation of human and porcine internal organs. A 2-chambered stomach with significantly increased capacity, and unnatural tissue fusing the hooves with the body. The heads joined together in shape worse than any nightmare. But not significant. Species wild boar. Remember, after handling infected animals, all equipment must be soaked in alchemical cleaning solutions. Infected wild boars that reach late stages should be euthanized to prevent further spread. Safety protocol violated. Entry is strictly forbidden. Room of Weirdness Remedies. Although the afflicted with great care, for their suffering may one day become your own. With every detail, smallest note may determine life or death. Experimental treatment report. I received 3 patients with mild red death symptoms and tested a new treatment using wild beast bone meal. Patient 1 had typhoid, not red death. I burned the body. Patient 2, by day 3, she acted erratically, scratching, pulling her hair, and screaming. By day 5, she nearly broke free before her heart failed. Her autopsy may yield more insights. Patient 3, little effect. Sees progress as usual. Pace was mind is clear. Continue observing. Conclusion: despite mixed results, I don't consider treatment a failure. If adverse effects are reduced, this could be closer to a cure. No notes on this one. Father Vaughan's notes. Subject 37. Name Catherine Guiscard. Sex female. Age 22. Constitution short, skinny, 7 months pregnant. Symptoms typical of the Red Death. Pale red spots on the face, neck, and arms. Cause of death: childbirth. Notes: exposure to weirdness might have altered the woman's psyche. Anger outbursts of melancholia. Melancholia? I've kind of forgotten how melancholic. I've kind of forgotten how to say it. As for physical alteration, the fetus seems much more affected by the weirdness in the mother, as if it absorbed it all. At first standard session, fetus started to grow rapidly. After second, its mass had tripled. Needed to be extracted from the womb. The mother did not survive the procedure. The head, the torso and head of fetus were unnaturally overgrown, but its limbs were weak and flabby. Despite its monstrous appearance, it turned out to be of good viability. More research on subject 38 to follow. So much for all that niceties he put forward. That them? Jesus. Let me just heal up. They really should have reacted to that. Mining is hardly stealthy work, but it's kind of nice being able to actually like terraform a level in that sense. These are weapons.
Your sins. You'll suffer for your sins. We'll send you into the abyss. Your heart will heal. You'll suffer for your sins.
Already am. putting up with ye.
The word.
Sorry, say again? It's too busy killing you. So many books I could sell. Thinking about it, I'm not sure if there's really much value in me grabbing all these. I don't know if the saves continue to the main game or not. Oh, I just can't help myself. Certainly getting a lot of separate videos from this though, the readings. The encyclical of the second pope. Yet many are unruly, corrupt, and indolent. Though they claim to know the prophet, their deeds betray them. Their minds are sullied, and the prophet sees all. As punishment, their skin is marred by red marks, festering and flaking. Red Dead not only claims their lives, but damns their souls. Yet hope remains for the impure, the prophet declares. Renounce unruliness, dishonesty, and indolence. Embrace my word in your heart, and your soul will be purified as mine was. The prophet warns, trust in my disciples as you trust in me. To harm them is to harm me, and you'll be punished accordingly. Brother Cyrus, 33 male, on asylum, Red Death Stage 5, self-experimentation, wants to know the patient's perspective. Aim is to gather knowledge about the stimuli our patients experience, treat like a common patient. He's not interested in speaking. Clearly already not being treated by a common patient because, well, they haven't walked over to punch him yet. Blood transfusion. Brother Cassian's prayer. Kai, today I pray for the healing of your church, for the severance of all rotten fruit from our holy institution. A pure intent flow through us all. Let the word guide and strengthen the priests who have strayed. This is my humble plea. Brother Cassian. Brother Cyril's prayer. Kai, guide me with thy word among the flock, which must be brought back to the threshold of thy holy fold, so that they may know grace, hear the beating of the bleeding heart of the plague, and contribute to our divine mission. This is my humble plea, Brother Cyril. Brother Fabius's prayer. Blessed Kai, through whom the word flows within me, grant that my mission in the place called Connacht be met with success, health, and divine inspiration. Grant me the strength to aid the people of Avalon, touched as they are by the spectre of doom. This is my humble plea, Brother Fabius. Brother Ogdai's prayer. Kai, grant that my body and mind resist the influence of Red Death in this mission within this mission I now undertake. Let the word guide my steps with strength and resilience against the plague I seek to shield our people from. And may those I encounter believe in the sincere intentions of our church. This is my humble plea, Brother Agadai. Father Gunder's prayer. This plea appears older than the others. The time of fire and reckoning is upon us. The time to cleanse the land of the vermin defiling it. Let old roots burn. Kai, let thy word guide us to every den where these wretches hide, and let this land be healed through flame. This is my humble plea. to Brother Stefan. Venerable Brother Stefan, I would like to remind you of what I've mentioned numerous times before, namely that the alchemical station should be cleaned after each use, especially when you're so careless with caustic and toxic substances. I also recommend that you refresh your elementary knowledge about the ingredients of a healing concoction. Those are alcohol and sage, not poisons, plants, and hearts. If this kind of negligence continues, you'll be forced to ask Father Vonnegut to revoke your privilege to use the laboratory. May the word of the prophet be your grace, Brother Aaron. Don't actually have a laboratory key.
Sage and alcohol. It's the simplest recipe. I can't believe I have to keep repeating myself.
You know how the young ones are. They dream of dissecting fort dwellers, yet they can't remember the basics.
Before you build a castle, you must first know how to fling a shed together.
I agree. The fundamentals are essential. But the world is moving forward, and the young are eager to make their mark as quickly as possible.
Any novice who can't remember the recipe for a basic healing potion has no business near our patients.
Absolutely. It wouldn't be wise or beneficial to our patients. Brewing a simple healing potion doesn't require advanced training.
Actually trying to take it properly. Parry. Top block right before enemies attack on to execute a parry. Unless if shield parrying is unavailable. Do I have any shields? No. Sorry, what was that? I cast Close Begun. Moron's method of separating the mind, examining the old in search of the new. Author, Elder Brother Uruk. Chapter 1. Though often dismissed, Priest Moron the Holy's methods, recorded during King Arthur's reign, offer crucial insights on separation of the mind. His text, albeit in old language, is valuable for understanding extraction practices. Despite Moron's immersion in Druidic ritual, he scorned their quackery and wisely retained their valuable knowledge. This discernment, alongside his contempt for past masters, makes Moron's work indispensable, revealing useful Druidic observations while discarding the rest. Moran insisted that subjects must understand and feel the Red Priest's procedures. Booth's consciousness revival is essential. Partial anesthesia is allowed if they can still see. To extend usefulness of a promising subject, tend to any life-threatening wounds. So the guy's a sadist. Gotcha. Ritual. And here's the crafting system Splattercat was talking about. If you put more in, you get a higher likelihood of the expected. Like, see, here I can just make a small healing potion, but if I put more resources in, I'll have a chance to make a better one. Things can still fail, and I get a worse one, probably determined off skill, but also, Jesus, 44%. But it still 56 chance of getting +2. Let me start again. Basically, the crafting system. I have a 47.1% chance of making this, a 44% chance of making this, and an 8.9% chance of making something beneath this. Now, if I aim to make a +1 potion, 54.7% chance of it, with an equal chance for at 22.7% to be better or worse. Then I go to here, and it's 56% chance at a +2, but a 44% chance to make something worse. And if that means like the tier below, then it'll be 44% chance to make a +1 potion. Of course, it could just be a garbage, a complete failure. Who knows? Seems +2 is where it caps out, or maybe that just caps out for me. Maybe if I could natively make +2, then I could make a +4. Who knows? +1. That's grand. Consumption leads to insobriety.
You're not one of them. Please, free me.
So will I. I'll get you out of these chains.
That's not the kind of freedom I'm asking for. There's no saving me now. Even if I could escape, I'd only be putting others at risk. You have to kill me. And when it's done, please, take my tags to the Horns of the South. Let Fergus know I didn't run.
Who's Fergus?
He's the quartermaster of the Horns of the South. It's a keep. If you make it out, you should be able to see its lighthouses from the beach.
I'm currently infected too. Why would you be letting me do it? Understand your pain, close your eyes.
Thank you. May the All-Mother bless you.
Please have like 1 hit point.
I've already told you everything, I swear. Wait, you're not... You're a prisoner. Go. Escape while you still can.
Everything you say, I'm listening.
You want to know about our failure? There's nothing left to say. We can't help you anymore. Run. Run away from here.
Tell me.
We wanted a better asylum. Something better than we had under Vaughn's control. He's the one responsible for the torture. For the sick experiments.
A better so.
We really wanted to help those people. We wanted to improve their condition. But we knew with Father Vaughn in charge, nothing would change. We wanted to get rid of him. Poison him. But somehow he found out. At least about me. I'm not sure about the others. I never said anything about them.
Changed you want to sound good. Shame it didn't work out.
A shame, yes. Maybe we waited too long. We knew Vaughn was a madman, but we were afraid. We didn't know how many supported his methods. Turns out it was only a few, but it was enough.
You can escape and leave. Way's not clear yet. Traitor. Serja, 32, female picked. No visible signs of red death, like skin discoloration, inflammation, or fever. Subject exhibits signs of weirdness mutations, specifically the presence of horn-like growths on her head. Deceased, transport for disposal. That was handy. At full level. Oh god. The amount of reading. I suppose I'll get plenty of side vids out of it, but still, it's a little crippling. Picked I kind of need a drink at this point. Picked experiment subject, first note. Subject records, Serja. Female picked, approximately 30 years old, found amongst the deceased in Connacht. Red death stage, under observation. Suspected innate immunity. Experiment 1 seems Kai has blessed us. We never had a Pictish patient before. She was found in a village with severe outbreak but shows no symptoms, not even early ones. Brother Crypsis ordered observation, but what if she never falls ill? Patient Experiment 2. Patient exhibits visible mutations from weirdness. The horns on her head are remarkable. Which would be more cooperative? Surely she holds knowledge we lack. I try to persuade her, but she remains defiant. Why? Lives are at stake. Dakota's children stumbling in the dark. So why won't she help us? Experiment 3. Attempted to introduce the red death by injecting her with blood from a stage 5 patient. This caused a violent initial reaction, but after 3 days with basic healing potions, she stabilized and showed no symptoms. She's less of a patient and more of the subject. I'm conflicted about that fact. Experiment 4. Brother Cryptus took her away 2 days ago. I worried she wouldn't return, but she's back, and he seemed thrilled. Citing her innate response to weirdness, was ready to proceed. Bring me from documenting it. Seriously, seemed quieter. I should check on her. Uh-huh.
And who the hell are you? Another one of those red dogs? Say a prayer to your goddess and get ready to die, scum!
Wait, I'm not a red priest, I'm a prisoner. Just like you.
Then why are you dressed in their bloody rags? Well, I see you bear the marks of torture too. Maybe the priests messed with your mind, because one more moment and you'd be dead.
We don't know who'd be the one lying here. What were they doing to you? You recognize torture because you were tortured, or... We don't know who'd be the one lying here.
It didn't break your spirit, I see. That's good. But save your strength for the red pricks if you want to make it out of this place.
What are they doing to you?
Nothing good. They thought they'd break me fast, like some Camelotian wimp. Big mistake on their part. Besides, I doubt they were waking you up with a kiss on your forehead either.
What's your name?
Conher, from the Dalrieta pup, if you hadn't already guessed that much.
Why don't you tell me about the tribes?
Really? Now's a good time for a chat. You think the red pricks will just wait around while we gab? If you make it to the Forlorn Swords, you'll meet the tribes. Right now, you'd better focus on getting your arse out of here.
Seen a hooded man with a bow. Help me to escape.
I don't know. Barely saw anything, because I was either knocked out or had blood in me eyes. You're lucky to have someone risking their own arse to help you out.
So brave and strong. How did you manage to catch it?
With great bloody difficulty, that's how. Those bastards laid a trap, hoping I'd be easy pickings. They ended up needing damn near a full army to take me down.
Don't look like someone who falls into traps all that easily.
There was mead. There were women. One thing led to another, and I woke up with my pants around my ankles, surrounded by gobshites in red. I was fighting with me bare arse hanging out, and I still managed to kill a dozen of them. Useless knobs. Someone must have put something in the mead.
To be honest, they are pretty flimsy.
No time for a chinwag, just get the hell out of here.
I looked away for a second. Did he just fade into the ether? Species Bugain. Culture-infected Bugains may spread illness through airborne droplets as they exhale, particularly when their breathing becomes labored. Staff must wear enchanted full-body protective suits. Gloves must be reinforced with anti-piercing materials, give the Bugains a powerful bite. Hmm. 5 health. Egan, 74, male, Fernwood. Red Death Stage 3. Well-defined skin lesions with raised borders. Loss of sensation-affected areas due to nerve involvement. Maintain a self distance whenever possible to reduce the risk of droplet transmission.
Are you trying to escape, my child? That's very brave of you, I must say.
We should escape together.
Escape? Me? But this is exactly where I should be. I appreciate your offer, but I believe fate has brought me here for a reason. That's why I'll stay and see what happens.
What else can happen here besides torture?
Torture, you say? That's very interesting. I haven't experienced any torture here. I know that whatever ails me, the Red Priests will do everything they can to heal me. Safe travels, my child. May fate be on your side.
Sure. Concours, 42, human male, Dalrita, Gunvaldir tribe. Invisible signs, remarkable physical resilience, strength, severe aggression. Administer high doses of sedatives, ensure patients well restrained, approach with utmost caution. A 55 to 60 male, Ross Cree. Severed interior part of the frontal lobe didn't affect the progression of Red Death symptoms. Patient prone self-harm. Jesus. They lobotomized the poor bastard. Hey, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Hear me.
What have you done to yourself?
Can go now. Now. Now.
Daiga, 43, female, Whitefield. Severe disability due to nerve damage and muscle atrophy. In the event of emergency procedure, following enhanced protective measures to ensure safety of all brothers involved.
You're not a priest. Get out of here. Go away before they see you with me.
I want to help you.
Help? There's nothing wrong with me anymore. The priests cured me, you see. I just need a few days to recover, and then I'll be able to go home. Go!
Alright. Mine.
Don't mind me. Save yourself.
You can escape, the way's clear.
No, I will make it. Besides, they threw me into a cell that once held a patient in the final stages of the disease. I'm probably sick already. Go. Don't worry about me. I'm not worth it.
Alright. Ah, this is the bit where the priests were talking about the novices and whatnot. I don't. I'll just keep doing random. Ooh, venison stew. Blood, Hearts, and Guts, The Alchemy of Viscera. Author Colmud the Scarlet. An alchemist worth to their craft must embrace the visceral. There is no greater power than the lifeblood freshly torn from a creature's chest cavity. The viscera contain strength unmatched by any plant, no matter how sacred. Trees neither feel nor fight. They lack the instincts to create true potency. The rage of a cornered beast, its will to survive. These produce the strongest ingredients for potions that can push humans beyond their limits. Those who work only with delicate herbs refuse to acknowledge this primal truth. Alchemy binds us to the creatures we hunt, transforming fear into fury and awakening the beast within. To reject this is to deny alchemy's essence. It's through blood and viscera that we transcend our fragile natures, wielding potions forged from the raw, unyielding power of life itself. Bloodsucker Potion. Increases lifesteal by 10% for 20 seconds. Potentially useful. Jesus. Huh. Okay, we doubled around there. In that case, we will go this way. Oh, there he is. Huh, there's some movement in that.
You took your sweet time, eh? But I understand. I did too, when I was leaving this place for the first time. You have to admit that the Red Priests are quite resourceful. At least when it comes to death and dying.
Who are you?
Great question, truly. But in case you hadn't noticed, we're still within the walls of the island asylum. When we're out, then we can talk. I'm told this path leads to the beach. I'll wait for you there until dusk. Good luck.
Ooh.